If you've ever found yourself caught in an anxious spiral or weighed down by depression, you might feel like your mind is working against you. But hidden inside a 2,000-year-old philosophy is a practical, clinical tool for short-circuiting that exact cycle, a tool most of us were never taught how to use. The problem starts with the word itself. If someone calls you Stoic with a lowercase s, they usually mean you have a stiff upper lip, someone who suppresses their emotions, hides their vulnerability, and endures pain in complete silence. The actual ancient philosophy of uppercase S Stoicism requires the exact opposite. It demands the active, mindful processing of deep emotions. It asks you to observe what you feel, understand why you feel it, and then carefully choose your response, rather than just numbing the pain. Researchers developed the Stoic Attitudes and Behavior Scale to measure stress management. They compared colloquial suppression, the modern stiff upper lip, with philosophical awareness. The data is striking. Suppression correlates with elevated anxiety and depression, while true philosophical awareness shows significantly higher resilience and life satisfaction. This modern conflation leads many to adopt a harmful strategy of emotional suppression when they believe they are pursuing the resilience of the ancient philosophy. Long before modern psychology existed, Greek and Roman thinkers observed a strange quirk of human nature. Our minds frequently invent our own suffering. The philosopher Epictetus pinpointed the mechanism. He argued that we are almost never disturbed by external events themselves. Instead, the distress comes entirely from the internal judgments and views we form about those events. In the 1950s, a psychologist named Albert Ellis realized Epictetus was right. He explicitly lifted this ancient premise and used it to invent rational emotive behavior therapy, a system designed to help patients dismantle their own irrational beliefs. Around the same time, psychiatrist Aaron Beck was reading the exact same texts by Marcus Aurelius. Beck used them to pioneer cognitive behavioral therapy, creating a structured method for identifying and restructuring automatic negative thoughts. Both of these therapeutic systems run on the exact same engine. They train the patient to separate a raw event from their emotional appraisal of that event, breaking the hardwired link between what happens to us and how we react to it. Uppercase Stoicism provided the original, literal blueprint for the most rigorously tested psychological treatments used in modern medicine today. The practical anchor of this framework is something called the Discipline of Assent. It is a conscious, highly deliberate pause that a person forces themselves to take between experiencing a triggering event and endorsing a negative emotional reaction. This top-down schematic illustrates what happens when you practice that pause. Neuroscientists used portable EEG monitors to map subjects applying Stoic interventions under high stress. They observed a synchronous pulsing. The Stoic pause physically generates coherent theta wave synchrony over specific temporal lobe nodes. Biologically, this creates an executive buffer. Your brain throws a roadblock in front of the hyperactive neural loops responsible for ruminative brooding and spiraling anxiety. This practice acts as a neurological circuit breaker, giving you the hardware-level ability to stop a panic spiral before it takes control. Knowing the clinical theory is useful, but the value lies in the practical application. The ancients left behind 4 specific, actionable exercises designed to build your daily psychological flexibility. The first is the morning reflection, or premeditatio malorum. By spending a few minutes at the start of your day mentally rehearsing potential obstacles and difficult people, you drastically reduce your anticipatory anxiety and eliminate the shock when setbacks inevitably happen. The second is the dichotomy of control. This diagram shows the practice of dividing every presenting issue in your life into 2 categories: the chaotic external events that demand your radical acceptance, and the solid, stable circle of your own responses, the only things you actually have direct power over. Third is cognitive distancing. This requires you to treat your anxious thoughts not as absolute objective truths, but simply as passing mental impressions that you can observe and let go. And fourth is the view from above. This is a cognitive decentering exercise, where you mentally zoom out, viewing your life from the scale of your entire city, or even the globe, to instantly miniaturize the intensity of your immediate stressors. Utilizing these 4 techniques will not prevent you from feeling sadness, anger, or fear. You will still feel those deeply, but practicing them ensures that those emotions will no longer dictate your behavior. We will never be able to control the chaotic events of the modern world, but by applying this 2,000-year-old framework, we secure absolute control over the one thing that actually matters: our own minds.